EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins. And his guys looking to even things up after a 3-4 start to the year. His counterpart on the Raiders sideline, Pete Carroll. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 40 yards. First and 10 at the 37-yard line. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. In motion left goes Watson. Back to throw, Smith. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10. Geno down to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. If you look at this defense, they enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Graham Gano on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. Now he's going to... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now, if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly
toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Gino going to hand it to Genty. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And his pass incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. This crew against the Pats, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th Fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On play action, here's Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Second down and 4. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. The Dolphins at 3-4 on the year coming into play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
At the 24-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a heck of a move.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive will begin with a run by Jeanty.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays, eat up chunks of yardage, and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
All right, go. Out.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the Raiders have got him. That's Crosby. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That pass knocked away by Eric Stokes.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fights through it. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Out of the gun, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now Smith. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Las Vegas first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Smith. That's taken in by Watson. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. A run straight ahead with Genti. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, we go, Simone! Simone, baby!
Right back to Genti on first down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Brought down at the 13-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And this is called. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Myers in motion right. After the interception, here's Smith. Short throw, caught by Bowers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time, and Las Vegas first.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A give out of the gun to Genti. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll go again with Genty. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Gino. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bowers. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gano's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tua going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And this returnable for Hill. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They fake the handoff, now to him. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The Raiders offense and Jacoby Myers head out for this next drive. Throwing now is Geno. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Smith. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking.
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there. And
Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. In the
second quarter and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorites.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
2nd and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Shoves him aside. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Right side to Watson.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up third with a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun, here's Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
And the Las Vegas first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
There we go,
Now Smith.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold?